Elikanamen atu elikanamen. Elikanamen atum Elika. Rosie, where are you? Are you already live and begging? One more girl I can add to my generous supply. No bad deed stays punished. No girl stays demonetized. No bad deed stays punished. That's YouTube's creed. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is my dog, Potato, and welcome back to our channel. I know you all know that I'm known for like a memorial service here and there, but I also do resurrections. I also have that girl world dark magic where I can resurrect things that need to be resurrected. And I am, of course, here today to talk to you all about how Miss Quirky Love Rosie Lynn Reed, is in fact remonetized on YouTube. And we're gonna talk a little bit about my thoughts about it overall and, you know, what her first live back was. I can't say I have a lot to discuss. I mean, I do have to say that I've been on Rosie and Amberlynn and Chantal's side a little bit, to the extent that, like, it doesn't seem like they were really given a chance by YouTube. Not that YouTube has to give them a chance, just to be clear, but I could see how it was frustrating that, you know, these things were just passed down, implemented, and they weren't given a chance to go back and like change up their content. They were essentially being punished for old content, not necessarily the new content that they were putting out on a regular basis. With that being said, obviously I found it very fascinating that the girls, Chantal, Amberlynn, and Rosie, all got demonetized. And following their response to that, each of their individual responses to that has been really fascinating to me. Obviously, we've seen Amberlynn go on to get a job at the lolcow universe, and she seemingly is spending a lot of time and all of her energy at the LCU. She briefly came back with a live stream and claimed she was gonna remonetize her channel. And she seems fairly content just doing this bullshit LCU gig. Maybe forever. I really don't know. I don't know what her plan is. It's really, really hard for me to watch that nonsense. She's surrounded by bigots and people who are generally awful. And I just, like, I don't find joy in watching her on that show. And so potentially, if she does start posting vlogs or her own content in any kind of way, maybe we'll revisit that. Now, Chantal took the approach of going on Twitch until she got banned on Twitch or temporarily suspended on Twitch. I think she's actually surpassed that suspension period. I think it was only 30 days. But she seems to really have found a home for herself on Kick. Kick has looser rules, looser, moderation in terms of like how the platform itself handles people doing bad things on their platform. And to that extent, Chantal seems happy there, but I will say she just recently has started going live a few times on her main channel. If you remember the order of everybody getting demonetized, it was Amberlynn, then it was Rosie, then it was Chantal, and Chantal was kind of smug about that for a long time until she also got hit with the demonetization. And so I imagine Chantal is realizing, oh, I could have my YouTube platform back pretty soon. I better reestablish a presence over there so that the second my monetization gets turned back on, I can add memberships and collect super chats and this, that, the other. And that really brings us to Rosie, who apparently on March 2nd was able to start remonetizing or applying to remonetize her channel. According to her in this live stream, it was as simple for her as just clicking a button. I imagine that's probably because she has been doing live streams on YouTube for free. Not a lot of them, not a ton of them, but she has been putting up some content over there. So that makes a lot of sense to me. What doesn't make sense to me is we talked about the two paths that Amberlynn and Chantal took, of course. And if you remember, and this is gonna be really important to our conversation today, okay? Because you need to remember the path that Rosie has taken up until this point. But if you recall, when Rosie initially got demonetized, the same day she was looking for new revenue sources. She started a Patreon. She had all of these promises for things she was going to do on said Patreon. She was going to have live streams on Patreon. She got a lot of people. Well, I don't know. I'm saying a lot. I don't actually know how many people she got to sign up, but seemingly enough people to sign up to like go watch her live streams and stuff over there. And then people started saying, well, maybe you should have really done Twitch because Twitch is going to be more discoverable. People will be able to find you. Then she got super excited about Twitch. She got all hands on deck for Twitch. She was so obsessed with Twitch. She was going to make Twitch work. Twitch was going to be a platform. She was going to do Twitch and Patreon all at the same time. She was going to have some Patreon streams, some things that were exclusive to Twitch. She was talking about getting a gaming computer so she could game on Twitch, even though gaming is not necessarily a requirement of Twitch, of the Twitch platform. But she had all these ideas. She was going to do so much. And then the nonsense with Cam, the guy that has been harassing her for a while now on YouTube, happened. And she said, I'm just leaving the internet. And all y'all that are still subscribing to me on Twitch, great. All of y'all that are still subscribing to me on Patreon, great. I'm going to put bare minimum. In fact, like, I don't think she ever did return to Twitch, if I'm being quite honest with you. She actually did return to Twitch briefly, I think last week or sometime, whenever the chat on YouTube live streams wasn't working. So sorry, I forgot that. She did do a couple Patreon live streams here and there, but she ultimately decided to stop doing that too and tell people that they could stay subscribed if they wanted, but she was no longer going to be producing content over there. Not to mention that she could have just turned off memberships for Patreon. She could have just ended it all, but she said, I don't know, maybe some people want to pay for nothing over there, and so she left it open, which I guess is her prerogative, and also the prerogative of the people that are choosing to keep on paying over there, because why you would do that, I don't really know, but I guess some people did because they just love Rosie that much. Like, she's such a riveting and entertaining person that I guess they just really want to give her their money, which is, again, their prerogative. They can do that. So anyways, she gets monetization back this week, and she posts that she has a live stream. I think the live stream includes like the notification. I should really probably have that pulled up, right? I kind of decided to approach this today of just like me yapping real quick, real fast, because I really just wanted to get my thoughts on it. So anyways, she titled this live stream last night, "We are so back, baby. Monetized and making egg roll in a bowl. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go." So she's monetized and she's making some egg roll in a bowl. And y'all, I watched this while playing the Fortnite with my friends, and it's just, honestly, truly, it was kind of boring because she was in such a good mood, which is fine. I'm happy for her. Like, to some extent, like, I'm glad she isn't, going to be out of money, that she's going to be able to make a living. Good for her that she's not going to have to job search anymore. I don't even know how that was going for her to begin with because she didn't really spend a whole lot of time talking about it. She did have a part-time job, which sounds like maybe she does, but they're not really giving her hours. I don't really know for sure. Anyways, so she immediately gets right to celebrating. She spends like the first 7 minutes of this live stream just like hooping and hollering.
We're so back, bitches. What's up, folks? Hi, hey Alex, we got party vibes up in here. Hi, Lisa. Yes, we're monetized, girly. Hey guys, we are back, baby. If you join as a member, emojis are already set up. Jessica, I'll throw that out there. Love the off-the-shoulder blouse. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a good day to be alive. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not letting trolls do fuck all today. Y'all can't tell me shit. Anyway, hey Chamomile.
What you need to know is that she's already got monetization stuff set up. She said, I'm not starting this live stream if I already got monetization stuff set up. So she already has her memberships ready to go. She got the emotes ready to go. She even, before the stream even starts, she has a goal for super chats ready to go. so that she can start raking in that money. She got to start getting that money from people on the internet. It's really interesting to me because like her whole demeanor, attitude, and everything changed. And I think to some extent that makes a lot of sense because she claims she's been really struggling with money. So it probably does take a lot of the burden off of her of having to worry about money. Outside of whatever her parents and her brother contribute to the family household, like she's now got access to a revenue source, so I'm sure that does change some things. But also, it really dawned on me that like she has gone on and on and on in the past about how she does YouTube for the love of the game and how it irritates her. It irritates her when people only do YouTube because of the money.
Dude, if you're gonna do YouTube or social media just for the money, don't do it. If you're doing it for the singular goal of money, don't do it. It's such a fucked up commodification of yourself. Like, if you're really into something, if you really love something related to cooking, even like a craft, you have like a business idea, that's one thing. But if you just want to be like a modern like, what's her fucking name, like you just want to be an influencer and it's just about the money and it's not like for the love of the game, don't do it. Don't do it.
This is an excerpt from the post she made on Patreon on the day that she found out that she was demonetized. She said, "I love YouTube and content creation for the love of the game. My frequency of YouTube content will have to change simply because we live in a capitalistic society and I need money to live. So while I may pop on YouTube from time to time, I will be experimenting with different content options here on Patreon and getting feedback from my members in the process. I really, truly hope to see you there." And it's hard to not watch this live stream and think like, wow, you are acting like a brand new different person all because you got your monetization back. Like you're really like talking with a different attitude, moving with more enthusiasm. You've got all these new ideas and all these plans, which like, sidebar, maybe we should talk about that, all these new ideas and all these new plans, because she's coming in here, she's got this super chat goal to get 10 teal super chats, right? People are like, what do we get if we meet the goal? What do we get if we meet the goal? And she's like, well, I guess I'll put on my tea hat and do a happy dance.
I set the super chat goal. If we hit the super chat goal, I'm gonna put on my tea hat and do a little happy dance. Just because it was all I could think of in the moment, to be honest. And I thought it'd be funny. Because I can't dance. But I'm so excited, I'll do a little jig. It's not going to be much. I can't dance. But... and it'll be cringe.
And it's like, girl, who wants to see that, diva? Like, what do you mean that's the only thing you could think of? I could think about 12 more things that would have gotten you about 10 more super chats at least. People want to see you walk with that rollator. People want to see you swing some laps. I know you've had more creative super chat goals in the past, but your thought was, I'm not gonna put time or energy into this. I'm monetized. I need to find out how to get these super chats right now. Which, like, girl, a game recognizes game. I respect you trying to get your bag. Well, first of all, I wouldn't do that. But, get your bag however you want. But it's just wild to me that one person in her chat gave her nearly every single one of those teal super chats, and all they got in return was Rosie putting on a hat and doing a dance.
Hello. I can't dance, but we'll do a little happy dance. Hey, 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 we remonetized up in this bitch. Yeah, it still tastes good without MSG. I'd recommend looking into it. A lot of that stuff about how MSG is unhealthy for you, actually rooted in racism. Clock that. But if it's still unhealthy for you in some reason, like especially if like your doctor says it or whatever, like listen to them over me. But look into it. It's interesting. Yeah, see, yeah. It's literally rooted in racism, like all that propaganda. We remonetize, eh.
Couldn't be me. I'm so fascinated on a regular basis with what people choose to spend their money on, and like I do actually relate to people wanting to support content creators that they care about. I'm a regular paid subscriber to I Paint Burbs on Twitch because I really respect the content she puts on. I like to watch her content, and that's on top of me having Twitch Turbo because I just watch a lot of Twitch and I don't want to watch ads. So I get the idea of paying content creators money if you like them and you enjoy them and you appreciate the value that they're bringing to your life in terms of entertainment. I don't fault people for that, but I'm like, I would just think you might have a little bit higher expectations for what you want to spend nearly like, what, $50 on, I think that person might have spent. Like, that's really wild to me. That's really interesting and fascinating to me. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But then on this topic of having all these plans and all these things that she wants to do, she's out here setting up all these memberships talking about, well, I don't really know what my content's going to look like. I don't really know what I'm going to do.
I'm going to say this. I would definitely recommend joining as members only because I will be getting back to members only content, and we have the members emojis, and I can guarantee you when I'm in Texas, some of that content's going to be members only. So, not all of it, but I'm just going to say I would recommend joining as a member. I need to spend a little time because I just got remonetized, so I need to kind of figure out what that's going to look like. I'm gonna need like a couple days, I think, to think on that. I just have so much to do. By the way, guys, especially if you're the ones joining, if you have any suggestions of how you'd like me to navigate members only content, let me know. I'm gonna have to like get back into the swing of things and figure stuff out. The next few days I'm probably going to be going live, but at some point I'm going to stop going live for a bit.
I do think you should subscribe if you're interested in what I'm going to be doing in Texas when I go to meet Remy, my long distance partner who I've never met and never seen before in real life. There's probably going to be some of that's members only, so you probably should subscribe. But like, at what point should people believe that? At what point should people, subscribe in advance for something they might not get? You know what I'm saying? Like, she promised all kinds of things on Patreon that people never got. She promised to be doing Twitch streams and people never got it. And this is my whole point. She's already promising a lot of stuff and she didn't even follow through on the promises of the stuff when she really needed the money, right? Like when she was really down bad and she didn't have YouTube and AdSense as a paycheck, she couldn't even be asked to get online and stream on Twitch or stream on Patreon where people were helping her seemingly pay whatever bills she couldn't cover because she was no longer monetized on YouTube. So like, to me, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't understand why people would believe that she's actually going to do anything. Honestly, my suggestion is if you are interested in the Rosie members only Texas content, wait until she's actually in Texas with Remy and see if she actually does these members only live streams before you start giving her your money, because otherwise you might not get it. I'm just being honest with you. Based on her track record thus far, you might not get it. You might not get your Texas members only live streams, okay? The other thing about Miss Man that's been annoying ever since Remy came into the picture is she can't have a fucking conversation without talking about this man, which, like, I get it. You're in love, it's young love, it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting. You're in the honeymoon phase, you haven't even met this man. But it's like nothing on her channel can exist without it somehow being related to this man, and it's fascinating to me. Again, probably just because, like, for me and my family, that's not a position I would be in. Like, that is also why I watch the girls, is because in some ways I relate to them. I can understand where they're coming from. And in other ways, it's like, your lives are weird. Your lives are weirdly, I don't understand. Like, tell me how. Tell me how, when she's talking about who she's grateful for in regards to her getting remonetized, she first says myself, as in like, hi, Rosie, I'm grateful for Rosie. Follows it up by Remy, And then talks about her mom.
I am so grateful to myself, to Remy, to my mom, to my new friends who really just helped me these past couple months. You know, I feel like I'm constantly evolving and changing, you know, and sometimes not for the better, but in recent history I feel like has been, yes, this is the temporary tattoo still. I know. I was actually planning before I went live to remove it, but I got remonetized like 3 hours ago. So this was very like impromptu.
Her mom, who was probably fronting some of the bills in that house because you didn't have a job. Like, you couldn't think to thank her first? Your mom who gave birth to you, your mom who's been by your side, your mom who supported you. And what happened to Quirky Love Daddy? What about your dad who's always in your chat fighting on your behalf? He didn't even get a thanks. He didn't even get a I'm so grateful for my dad. At least maybe I missed it. I was trying to get victory royales in Fortnite, so it's possible I missed something. It really truly is. Like, I don't know what happened, whatever. But I also gotta tell you, she talked ad nauseum when it comes to Remy about her plans for this trip, and it's the same fucking plans that she's been talking about in all of her live streams, even when she was demonetized. She goes over the fucking menu she has planned to cook him over and over and over and over and over again. She goes over all this. She's gonna cook a bunch. She's gonna meal prep for him. He's gonna have so many foods, and she's also meeting somebody, so she has to cook. And so she's gonna cook Teeny's mac and cheese. She's gonna make grape salad. She's gonna do all these things that she's talked about over and over and over and over again. And there's nothing new there, okay? There's nothing new on that front. You learn nothing new. What I will say though is important to know is she, at one point, somebody asked her if she's ever thought about the idea of like them moving together, either her moving to Texas or him moving to Florida to be with her. And she has an answer for it, and I'm gonna share that, but I want to talk about it.
Have y'all talked about moving to Florida or Texas together? We've had hypotheticals, like, because being in long distance, you kind of need to know what the long-term, like, trajectory would be. Like, we've had hypothetical conversations, but, like, we're so new, that's, like, not in, like, a serious way, obviously, you know, like, that'd be crazy. But, like, when you're long distance, there's, like, an added aspect that requires communication of, like, so who's gonna go where if this goes the way we want it to. And there's a couple routes that we both agree on, so.
And the reason I want to talk about it is because Remy is out here fully buying a brand new mattress. A mattress from a company called Nectar that's supposed to, like, allegedly support bigger bodies, which is great, wonderful, that's so thoughtful. But it's, like, real expensive. We're talking about, like, over $1,000 expensive for Rosie to sleep on during a 2-week stay, an alleged 2-week stay, right? He bought her a rolly chair for the kitchen so she can roll around there. I don't know if a towel comes included with that or not. Maybe she'll just take one from the bathroom and plop it down on whatever chair he gets for her. But it's like, why are we buying all this furniture? Why are we buying these things for somebody who's going to be in your house for 2 weeks? It don't make no sense to me either. I'm so curious if she ends up never leaving Texas. That will be so wild. That will be actually really, really wild for me. And anyways, it's supposed to be happening soon. I think in the stream she actually even said that it's like maybe happening in March or something like that sometime soon. So be ready. I'll be on the lookout. And she also has promised that she's going to be doing more streams. Even, I think she's supposed to be doing one tonight, maybe tomorrow too. She said she got a lot of stuff to do, and maybe also she's cleaning tonight. I think maybe. I don't really know for sure. I'm gonna be at pickleball while she's streaming most likely, so I probably won't watch it live. But all of this to say is that it's just like, girl, slow down. Like, let's make some solid plans. Like, let's learn from our mistakes. You have rushed into so many things, and you have very little plans to give back to the people who are sending you money, which, like, again, is their prerogative. People are allowed to send money to whoever, whatever, but you're gonna get, the point is you're gonna get burnt out real quick. You realized very quickly last time when you were trying to do too many things, you had too many things going on, right? You already have said and acknowledged that you did too much and you didn't really think it through. So I'm encouraging you now to take this time to really think through what you want to do. We don't need to be messing up your channel all over again. And by we, I mean you. It's not my channel. It's not my channel. Not that she's out here. She allegedly is still saying that she's done with, she's cut out all the girl world nonsense. She's stopped following things on Reddit and things like that. But I think maybe in my last video about her, I pointed out how she was talking to somebody in her chat that is a TikTok creator that makes content about Amberlynn. And Rosie was saying that she like full on was hanging out in that TikTok creator's live streams. So it's just like, what is the truth, Rosie? I don't really know. Anyways, I have rambled a lot about this, and I wasn't really planning on it being a super long video, but here we are. I mean, I guess it's still not, like, in comparison to some of the videos I've been posting lately, it's not that long, but it is longer than I anticipated, because what I really just wanted to say and note was that Rosie's back. She's remonetized. She's gonna double down now on her YouTube career. And she can't wait to get her Discord dick in Texas. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming. Honestly, her being happy about Remonetized is a much better look for her than, like, I don't know, some of the other nonsense she's been involved with on the internet. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not a Quirky Love Rosie exclusive channel, but I am a connoisseur of Quirky Love Rosie content, and we'll keep up to date. And if there's something to talk about, we will. All right? Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I feel like I just sat to... I thought that was Chantal backing up on her scooter. I thought that was Chantal backing up on her scooter. Oh my God. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying before I got distracted by that beeping. I don't know what I was gonna say. Either way, I think I've said it all. I've said enough today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today, so did Poe, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!